Welcome to Start Before You're Ready, the podcast that proves that you don't need to wait for the perfect moment to begin your journey towards better health and happiness. I'm your host, Kelly Young. Remember, the first step is often the hardest, but it's always worth taking. Hey guys, it's Kelly, and I am back with an episode of Start Before You're Ready that you are not going to want to miss. Great job tuning in today, because this is a program. We're going to be talking about programs that you do not need to be local to participate in. So if you are looking for something this summer that has structure, accountability, fun, gets you to do the things that you want to be doing, this conversation is for you. So listen up with an open ear. 2 programs that we're offering this summer from 2 of our most fun, amazing coaches at KVC. So today I have with me Lori ZENergy, who is you can go, they've both been on the podcast before. So if you want to learn more about Lori and Gretchen, their origin story, who they are, what they do, why they think the way they think, please go back to those episodes. I think you will really enjoy them. But today we want to stay uber focused. That's for me, because I'm the one who needs the direction to stay uber focused on talking about the summer camps that we're offering. I'm going to start with Lori. Lori, can you tell us about Camp Adventure?
So I am going to run a 6-week Camp Adventure. We're going to focus on connection. We're going to focus on accountability and consistency, but with a summer vibe. Okay, we are going to keep the vibe easy. You can get out of it what you want to get out of it. We'll have weekly themes and movement missions all around this adventure. Life's an adventure, and I want us just to take on the summer with that positivity and adventurous spirit. We'll have some habit challenges. You'll have opportunity to earn badges along the way. Going to finish up with some paper plate awards that I'm very excited about. We'll have a Facebook group. That's the best way to connect virtually. Then we'll have opportunity for in-person meetups as well. I'm going to have some pop-up adventure activities that anyone can participate in. And we're going to, you know what I've been doing this year is every night before I go to bed, I am focusing on one thing positive that happened that day. This is going to also be an important part of the summer program. And it doesn't have to be a big thing, just something that made me smile that day. And do you know how great it is to go to bed thinking about something good that happened that day? So it's going to be a positive, think sunshine, summer, loving vibes.
Excellent. I love that so much. Well, I think you already answered my first question, Lori, because I know when we first, you answered a lot of the questions. When we first talked about this, you got so excited. And I always say, the more excited the person running a program is about it, the better the program is going to be. But what in particular, because, okay, just in case for those that don't know, Lori is a school teacher. She's got several jobs, actually. She is a physical education teacher, and she's also a coach at KBC, and she also works weekends at the winery. So she's got a ton of energy. And it's all good energy, and she loves to spread her good energy. And that's why I was really excited when you said you wanted, this camp is such a perfect fit for you. But why do you think, what are you most excited about this camp for other people, those that will be participating?
So the connection, looking forward to maybe getting to know some people a little bit better. And also it's okay to change it up. It's okay. Summertime, I always think of summertime as a reset because I'm a teacher and I reset over the summer. So almost summer is more of a reset than January 1st for me. And we don't even need to look at it as a reset, but just look at it as like a tweak or a way to, I want people to know that you can do little things over vacation, shorter workouts, finding different ways to move. Just move your body. So we're going to focus on that as well. Vacation-friendly movement. the connection and the just figuring out how to manage summer and still have fun.
Okay. So what would you say to somebody, Lori, that's like, oh, I'm traveling a lot this summer, or I'm just like, I don't want to, this is what I hear the most, just being totally honest. And I think this is fair. This is fair. I hear, I don't want to sign up for something else that I don't do. So what is your objection to that?
So I feel like no matter how much you're able to log in and virtually participate, the information I'm going to provide is going to help you year round. Okay. We're going to work on habits. And I have these workouts planned that we're going to go over. One's called a beach burner. One's called a hotel room express workout. Little things you can do if you want to, but also you're going to get knowledge that you can put into practice throughout the year. And we're going to learn to just give ourselves grace.
I love that. Okay, good. We're going to get back to you. I'm going to move on to Gretchen. And Gretchen is, I don't know, have we officially named the program yet, Gretchen? Is it ZENergy Reset?
I think it is ZENergy Reset.
I love that name.
Right now.
I love that. Well, I know that was kind of like what you had shared, but this is actually something that Gretchen has been working on for a really long time. So when we started talking about like, hey, I have this idea for our community, we like to offer something over the summer that you don't necessarily have to be in town for, but that keeps you accountable, something that helps you in your growth, not only in your physical growth, but maybe in your mental growth or your spiritual growth. And I have this whole idea for camps, like themed camps. And Gretchen was like it just was like, oh my gosh, I've been working on this so tell us what you've been working on and why you think our community needs this.
Yes. So we named it ZENergy, big focus on Zen, but we're combining it with energy and energy, like just the same way that, energy is about energy is what this is about as well. I had Lori's word, reset, restore, replenish. Like it is nothing about this to me. The deviation, I feel like people working with me in this type of a program versus anything else I've ever done, it is still very nutrition focused. And I'll talk a little bit about that more in a minute. Nutrition is the core of it, but the organizing principle is all about moving through the chakras. Some people might be surprised to know that I do have this kind of like spiritual, woo-woo, psychic, Zen, feng shui. Like I'm into that stuff. I love it. I believe in it. I believe spiritual energy, physical energy, kinetic energy. I'm into all of that and its power. And so when Kelly said that I had been working on this for years, this was something that I developed for myself during COVID to keep myself sane and to feel like I was having fun and not stuck in my house. So there's a little bit of an adventure component. I'll get into that next. So let me just talk about what it is. So we use the chakras to we'll go root to crown, starting at the root week 1. It's a 7-week program. We'll move through all 7 chakras 1 week at a time. Here's why this is so cool. Nutrition is the focus. That is where I feel most empowered to help and support. Each chakra is associated with a different system, bodily system, different organ systems, bodily functions. And so each week I will be providing recipes that will nourish those systems in your body. So when we are, working with like reproductive systems or women's health, or when we move on to the brain, the lungs, the kidneys, every single organ in your body, including your skin, is associated with one of the chakra energy pathways. So every single aspect of your body will be nourished with custom recipes that I'll be sharing each week. So that's the big organizing principle. But chakras have so many other things associated with them that makes it more fun, kind of summer camp style. And this is where you have full license to do as much or as little as you want. Chakras are associated with natural experiences. Some chakras are activated more by being outside at like a beach, by bright sun and water. Other chakras are activated by moonlight or forests. So there's a bunch of different things, and I'll be mapping those out for you as well. So there will be kind of like an a la carte menu. How can you activate this chakra outside? This is going to be great for anyone going on vacation. If you're looking for activities to do with your kids and just need a little inspiration, all of those can be done each week. There will be kind of a different menu of natural experiences that you can do outside. Sunsets, sunrises. These can be in play at KBC classes. 5:15s, you can get your sunrise and you just bring that mindset of what chakra, where are you drawing energy from this sunrise in your body? So things that you might be doing already or new things to experience. Chakras are also associated with colors. So, get your nails done in that color, wear that color, eat that color, a bunch of fun things that you surround yourself in that color, whether it's blankets or new clothes or different rooms in your house, all of those types of things. Chakras are going to be, they are also associated with different smells, yoga poses, breath work. So each week I will have kind of the full buffet of ways you can activate that chakra. First, food. Second, natural experiences outside. 3, breath work. 4, yoga poses. And I've recruited Meg and Gloria to help me a little bit. So I have briefed them kind of each week, like here are kind of the top 3 or 4 poses that are associated with opening these chakra pathways. And they will be incorporating at least one of those into their class that week. So even if you aren't doing it on your own, you can make it a priority to get to yoga that week. Gloria and Meg are going to take care of you. And then breath work. Sounds, different megahertz frequencies, some natural sounds again. So it's like the babbling brook versus crickets at night versus beach waves. I'm going to supply all of those. This will live on our Facebook community. It's going to be this is like a program made for Instagram. If you're into pictures and pretty things, the plates of food, the colors, the things that we'll be doing outside, all of this will live on our Facebook community. We'll kind of share what we're doing each week, share plans. I am also going to offer some pop-up. It won't be every week, but there will be plenty of pop-up opportunities to get together, both virtually for folks near and far, maybe to do a combined breath work or meditation to one of the sound bath audio tracks that I have, or something in person to do one of the natural experiences. So each week you can expect those things also on the Facebook community. And just like Lori said, this can get you year round. Tap into, 5 minutes of breath work to calm down, to heat up your body, to empty your mind. Also, there's multiple breathwork styles, each one, a different one associated with each chakra. So we're going to kind of restore, reset, replenish energy on almost every avenue of daily life you can imagine.
I am so excited. I love every single thing you just said. And it's just a great combination of education. I think we all like to learn, but not just little pieces. And those are the kind of things that you remember. And I love that each week has a focus. I wanted to go back to the recipes, Gretchen, because just in case somebody heard that and was like, wait a minute, I don't cook. And maybe I heard it and I was like, well, I have my foods that I eat and I don't want to. So would you be able to tell us like certain foods that, okay.
So my goal is to have there'll be 3 recipes each week. One kind of smoothie, shake, throw it in a blender.
Okay.
Something a little bit more savory, and then something maybe a little more sweet for our sweet tooth people. Something like that. So that's kind of the mix of recipes. But in addition to that, if you don't follow the recipes at all, each week you'll have a little 1-pager. And so it's going to have a really nice list of, if you cook on your own, these are the ingredients you're looking for to activate that chakra. Also spices. There are spices that are associated with each chakra as well. So then if you want to, make your own recipe using the ingredients, or you realize, oh my gosh, this bean salad recipe that I always make is perfectly aligned with the sacral chakra. We're going to make that this week. So you can kind of mix and match yourself that way as well.
Incredible. Incredible. And I didn't really say anything about Gretchen. For those of you that are listening for the first time and might not know Gretchen, Gretchen is an extraordinary KBC community member turned nutrition coach. She has been the captain when we do our winter challenge. Gretchen was the captain for multiple years with incredibly successful teams. And I had a theory that it doesn't matter if you've done the winter challenge 10 times and been completely unsuccessful. If you are on Gretchen's team, you will find success. She has a magic way of bringing people together, getting people excited about things, making it so you feel included. And exactly what she said, like the menu of things. So if you listen to all the things you said and like, maybe it's like you're anti-yoga or whatever, and you're like, I don't want to do a yoga pose. Okay. Well, there's a menu of other things, as Gretchen said. Now I'm listening to it because I am an A+ student only now in life. And I'm like, I'm going to do every single one of those things. I'm going to participate. I love the breath work. That's something that I've actually been wanting to do on my own and have not. We talk a lot about being in a group and the accountability of group and why some of these programs are so great. It's because these are things that you want to do, like you talk about doing, but you don't do it because it's just like, when am I doing that? But this is a very specific, doable program where you can incorporate those things in. And I love the weekly theme. I really, really love that. And obviously it works out. That's why it's 7 weeks. If you're like, oh my God, 7 weeks in the summer. Well, there's 7 chakras. So we can't leave one out. And she talked about the root to crown, right? I'm going to learn. I'm interested in it, but I'm like so surface. I just know little bits and pieces, but I'm really excited to learn. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that are going to be just as excited as I am. So we're gonna get back to that, but we're gonna go. This is like a little challenge for me today with 2 guests. I love it. And 2 people that like, oh my gosh, like, okay, Lori, I have a question for you. So one of the things that I actually have been trying to communicate in our programs is to think less about the to-do list, like things you have to do to be a part of this program, and think about how you want to feel in the end. Like, what is success going to feel like for you? What is the destination? Can you talk about that a little bit, Lori?
Joy, happiness, peace. It's going to feel good. It's not what I didn't do. It's wow, look what I learned. Look what I was able to participate in. I had fun. I connected with some people.
That's really good. And just another little tidbit about Lori. She is, I'm going to call her like the Julie McCoy of KBC. She makes everything fun. She has a very fun energy, and she really wants to bring people along with her. And it gives her great joy to make people feel included, make people feel like they're part of something. I think the feedback that I get from those that go to your class are like that they just feel like you help them feel comfortable and accomplished. And those are just such great traits in a coach, Lori. You're such a great coach.
That is exactly what I want. That is exactly what I want. My girls, my daughters might say I'm a lot, but they say, Mom, you do not need to talk to everybody. But you know what? I'm going to hug you. I'm going to hug. Might ask if you're a hugger first, but maybe not. But yes, that's exactly, you just made my heart so happy, because that's exactly what I want out of my classes and out of a camp.
Yeah. Well, that's really important to think about for everybody, is like your intention. How do you want people to feel? That's really what, I personally have experienced this with Saturday boot camp. Like when I first started in particular, at first I got so worked up about the exercises and the stations and the station names and the signs and and that's all important. I'm not saying it's not, but then I would get to the lot, and back when I had assistants, and I would just be like, okay, today we want everybody to leave feeling whatever it was. And everything you do, you just work back from that feeling. And it's so powerful. And you do set that intention for every class. And I think people come to expect that, to get that energy and to get that feel good feeling and just positivity. And I know your word for the year is joy. You're crushing that word. We should call this Camp Joy. But
really? Yes. Actually, that's perfect. Actually, we might see a change. Yes. Joy and
So,
adventure.
Lori, just kind of walk someone through. So, if they're thinking about like maybe I don't know what is this camp, like walk someone through. Okay, the sign up comes out and they sign up for Camp Adventure. What's the next step going to be?
So then, what we're going to do is, I'm actually going on vacation the last week of June into that, through July 4th. So
I bet you a lot of people are.
Yes. So my plan, I want to meet up before. I want to do a Zoom meeting prior to that. I have June 25th-ish written down. I mean, that's not been set in stone yet. And just to go over the program and reassure. And then while I'm on vacation, I'm planning on making some content about vacation, working out, and then officially starting with my weekly themes and challenges, habit tracking, whatever we want to do with that, starting July 6th.
Excellent. Okay, that would be great reset for people that are away for the 4th of July and then come back.
Yes,
and even if they're on vacation July 6th. That's the thing. Like, you can do the littlest piece and it's more than you would have otherwise, and you're going to feel good about it.
I mean, vacation is going to earn you a badge.
Oh,
so
you get a badge for going on vacation?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So what you do, it's okay.
Oh, good. I'm going to do your camp too, and I'm going to get a badge because I'm going to be on vacation that week too. So that's great. Oh my gosh, I love it. That's really great, Lori. And Gretchen, what would you? Okay, so let's talk to the person that's maybe is like, this sounds really woo-woo. I'm not woo-woo. Would they be? And it's okay to be like, you know what? You're probably not a good fit for this program. That's okay, because it's not for everybody. I wanted these to be camps where people were signing up for stuff that spoke to them. So would you say don't do it if you're not woo-woo, or what would you say, Gretch?
Listen to your gut. Listen to your gut. If it's not for you, it's not for you. I don't want you to feel forced or disappointed. That is the complete opposite of what we're trying to do. In fact, I think intuition is a big part of this. We talk at Energy a lot. I've heard all of the instructors say over the years at KBC that mind-muscle connection, the power of intention, the intentionality of movements. This is the intentionality of behaviors. So this is, okay, if the breath work is woo-woo or the sound audio tracks are woo-woo, you don't need to do them. I promise you, I will nourish your body. That is science, fact. I also promise that there will be a level of, well, I can't promise, but my goal is that there is a level of inner peace and control. I know that's a trigger word, but it's a word that is important to me. When I feel in control, I do feel a little more peaceful. And because this is so only focused on you and your choices and what you're doing, I think that's actually where control lies. We control the controllables. You and your decisions. That is the entire microcosm of what you can control. And so taking our focus back to ourselves. What am I going to eat today? Am I going to take 2 minutes to do this breath work? Am I going to, listen to this audio track? Oh, I also have, 2 other things I didn't mention. We're going to start our kickoff because each chakra is aligned with your bodily systems. Like I said, we're going to have an intake form. So there's going to be a pre-post. It is the only tracking you will do the whole program. Everything with me is always like tracker this many, that's. There is no tracking. We're not writing a single thing down. We're not weighing. We're not measuring. We're not limiting at all. We are exploring and choosing. The intake form, it's going to give you yes, no on some symptoms that you might be feeling. Brain fog, joint stiffness, insomnia, constipation, the opposite of that. I mean, all of these things throughout your system. Are there skin problems? We'll take you through all the bodily systems and find out what things you might be experiencing. You'll see, oh, I might really have a throat chakra issue happening. Didn't even know that. And then at the end, we'll see, hey, were any of these symptoms, are you feeling any better? And just the power of that intentionality. So even if you're not into the woo-woo, you will understand scientifically the things you should be eating and consuming to help each bodily system. And you will have an opportunity to get a kind of pre-post assessment, self-reflection on that. And then back to the foo-foo side, the other thing I forgot to mention is there are going to be journal prompts also each week, or reflection questions. If you're not a writer, that's fine. If you're just maybe a like mental zone out in the car ride, I'm going to think about, but each week there are journal prompts that also go with the chakras about what am I passionate about in this space of my life? What is a barrier that I am facing in this space of my life? And they are organized against the chakras, but when you see them written out, they are going to feel very real world questions. What do I do that brings me joy?
Lori's like getting excited over there.
Yes. So these are, important questions, and they can guide you to do the things that you want to do. So if it's not the foo-foo stuff, you reflect on this question and you do the things that serve you. It should feel very, very personal in terms of how you are living each day, each week through the chakras. I think everybody's going to have a little bit of a different experience. That's actually why I'm so excited about it. Just one of my things in life is the power of everybody's differences. Even with macros, you're tracking and weighing and measuring all those things, but every single person is doing something different because of their different body, their different goals. So I always view any type of program through the lens of how can this be customized for the individual so that it feels relevant to them. If it's not relevant, if it's not helpful, you're not going to stick with it.
Incredible. I'm beyond excited. Excellent. So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Lori. And that is, okay, so I sign up for, and then you kind of answered it. You said you're going to fill out a form. So you sign up. So say it's I want my friend Beth in New York to do this because this is so her. So Beth signs up in New York for the program. What would be the next step?
So we'll sign up for the program. Everybody's going to get a digital version of the intake form so that you have it. You can take it at your leisure. You are not sharing it with me. You don't report to me, but you have it. Then we will have a kickoff meeting, and I will also have a welcome video. I want this to be very self-paced for people during the summer. So there will be a kickoff meeting, but if you can't make it, it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to have a welcome video. So for whenever you can join, you can watch it. It should be less than 5-10 minutes. Just kind of what to expect, how to navigate our Facebook page, where you can find the breathwork activities, where you can find the recipes and all those types of things. And then it's just very flexible. Each week we're connecting with each other. Ideally once a week, we're kind of logging on to share our plans.
And when you say logging on, you're checking into the Facebook group.
Facebook, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So popping onto the Facebook group once a week would be like the expectation.
Yes.
Just so you can get the material.
I am only going to post. I will not, if you were logged into the Facebook group community on the first day, you would only see the first week's chakra set of things. So you need to keep coming back each week to see the next week.
Understood. Yes. No, I like that. I love that. Excellent. Okay, Laura, I know Laura's going to get back to teaching, but I want you to, why should someone sign up for your program?
So we can spend the summer together.
I know, I have so much FOMO. I think I might do both.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to need to do yours. So
I'm doing both.
Be ready.
But yours is going to, Lori, just to be clear, yours is really going to encourage consistent movement.
Absolutely.
Is really the focus of yours. Whatever it be, whether it be kicking your legs in the water or just so someone when they're on vacation or whatever is like got in the back of their head, I need to move and I need this part of my camp.
So what I wrote out, I said, summer's coming. Summer often brings a more relaxed schedule, modified routines or no routines, travel and lots of fun in the sun. If you're looking for some connection and accountability while enjoying everything that summer has to offer, this is for you. So
So we're not taking away, we're adding.
We're adding.
That's so KBC. That is so KBC.
And we're focusing on what we can do. I hear so much, like you said, what we can do. What a lot of people focus on what they can't do. We're going to focus on what we can do.
I love that. So good. Both of you are just incredible human beings. I am so grateful for you for so many reasons, but I'm especially grateful that you have put these programs together for us this summer. And I know, I actually am excited to do something. That's one of the things that you're hearing a lot about now, experience, sign up for something, be a part of something, be in a club, be in a group. Well, some people maybe they live somewhere or maybe okay, I can't do this $500 camp, whatever. These are super affordable. These ladies are doing this out of the goodness of their heart, basically. The price point on them, I think it's like $40, $77. So they're super affordable. You'll have a coach, you'll have an experience, you'll be part of something bigger than yourself, and you'll be really proud when the program is over because you participated and you showed up. That's all that really, that's what makes participating in something so powerful. Like, hey, I did this. I'm really proud of myself. I signed up for summer camp. So fun. I love it. I love you both. Have a great day. 855, just like we said. And I'll be sure to tag both of them so you can reach out to them with questions. But by the time this airs, the sign up will be available. You go to kellysbootcamp.net, you'll click on workshops, and you'll see a description of both of the camps. Grab your spot because I have a feeling based on this podcast that they are both going to sell out. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Start Before You're Ready. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share with a friend who might need a little motivation. Ready to start your own journey? Check out our workouts and nutrition coaching programs at kellysbootcamp.net. You can choose from in-person sessions or virtual programs. Set up a complimentary coaching session to get started. Follow along with me and the show on social media at Kellys_bootcamp. Until next time, this is Kelly Young reminding you that the best time to start is always now.